And there's a long list of people to blame for holding it back for so long. Firstly, there's this Tim Flannery, the professor, who said that the rain that falls will never fill our dams. No wonder he's gone into hiding. Labor took his advice and decided to build expensive foreign-owned desalination plants that cost us the earth. This was instead of building dams, which could have captured these floodwaters and stored them for the drought that will no doubt start in the next few years. Then there were the Aboriginal activists, apparently, quote, registered Aboriginal parties in the area, unquote, weren't consulted enough on the culturally significant sites, unquote, that could be impacted by raising the dam wall. Well, I guess they forgot the 1,500 Indigenous people in the flood-affected suburbs of Jamistown, Emu Plains, Penrith, Windsor, Wilberforce, Pitttown, Mulgoa, Londonderry and Castlereagh. Then there are the corporate activists, of course. IAG, QBE, the Insurance Council of Australia have all withdrawn their support for raising the dam wall, citing similar concerns about the destruction of the natural environment and culturally significant Indigenous sites. Well, Premier Perrottet has done the right thing. All I can say is that I hope it's not just pre-election talk, because a higher dam wall at Warragamba Dam is exactly what's needed. Now, as evidence of that, check out the rural town of Emerald, 832 kilometres northwest of Brisbane, 271 kilometres west of Rockhampton. In 1972, the Queensland government constructed the Fairburn Dam across the Nagoa River, southwest of Emerald. The Greenies and the woke hadn't risen in 1972. The dam was built for irrigation and flood mitigation. Before the government completed the Emerald Fairburn Dam in 1972, the population of Emerald was just 650 people. After it was finished, the population grew to more than 20 times, to almost 15,000 who live there today. As Senator Matt Canavan has said, this shows the power of dams. Dams store water, create jobs and build towns. Hardly a comprehensive list of the profound benefits that dams bring. Then there are the water issues that Australia faces, which I've alluded to for years. According to the Victorian Auditor General's Office, Melbourne's demand for water could outstrip supply as early as 2028, unquote. And yet there are billions of litres of floodwaters, as I speak to you, going unharvested in and around Melbourne into the ocean. The Productivity Commission has warned that the projected 11 million population increase across Australia's cities, quote, presents significant risks to the security of Australia's water resources, unquote. In other words, we have to harvest the water. The Shadow Minister for Agriculture, David Littleproud, has said that water storage per person in New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland will fall by more than 30% by 2030. Now, he's supposed to be a bushie, but in government did nothing about water harvesting. A draft strategy on Sydney's future water supply says that Greater Sydney will need up to 70 gigalitres more water in 20 years' time if it continues to grow at its present rate. But floods everywhere this year. The water goes out to the ocean. Is it too much to hope that shovels hit the ground soon to raise the Warragamba Dam wall? It is a start, but much more needs to be done. But where are the politicians to stand up to the minority activists and put the majority of Australians first?